Pat, stay in the motherfucking spot. Y'all know what it is, man.
Yeah.
Pat, I gotta say salute, man. I be following you on IG, man. You are like one of the funniest guys in this culture.
Thank you, man.
You know what I'm saying? Off camera, I asked you, are you gonna be in a movie? Off camera, I came and asked you.
You go way too far with that stuff, man.
I'm like, you should be in a movie, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? I see you doing the comedy. How's that working out for you, man?
It's doing good, man. It's doing good, actually, man. I'm doing really well with that, man. I have a lot of fun. There's actually nothing more fun than like creating comedy to me, for personally, because, you know, writing it especially, like, the whole thing, like, you know, comparing it to a compliment battle, everyone's laughing the whole time, you know what I mean? And laughter, it was contagious, and laughter just makes you feel like if I'm filming for 6 weeks, bro, you're belly laughing for that entire time, you know what I mean? So much improv, and I'm bringing all my people around. I didn't want any like unionized actors. I wanted all my people. I brought in everyone, you know what I mean? And it was a great experience, man. And the fact that, you know, it was picked up by a good platform, I'm blessed.
A word?
Yeah.
Okay, so
picked up by a SwearNet, Trail Dark Boys.
Dope. How was that for you, just to see your work being picked up and knowing that you could take it to even bigger heights?
Well, you know what, man? The first question I was asked was actually from someone that works for me. They're like, do you want to do a show about you, like a reality thing? And I was just like, nah, bro. Like, I'm like 36 now, right? I'm not interesting like I used to. I mean, I'm not interesting. It's not like you ain't gonna get the same spunk as you did with a young Pat.
Gotcha.
I'm a father, got a girl.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? I'm like, you know, I'm not gonna
dope.
So like, you know, 10 years ago or whatever years ago, oh, you could follow me and my boys around, you would have tons of episodes, you know what I mean? But now I'm like, bro. So I was like, how about this? Like, I sent the guy Unreasonable Rob, my comedy.
Hilarious.
And they were just like, oh shit, like they didn't see that. They're like, oh, this is great. So that's what we worked on, and it's going great.
Now for yourself, working on comedy, is that more fun than what you've been doing for years as a battler? Or is it just refreshing?
Is it more fun?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah, it's more fun. But I'm not gonna say it's better, but it's definitely more fun. You know, battle rap, like, man, there's a lot of pressure being a battle rapper, you know what I mean? Like, it's great, it's fun, and then afterwards it's great, and then, you know, you get all the love and the exposure and the opportunities, and, you know, realistically, the opportunities from battle rappers, maybe, I mean, you get Unreasonable Rob if you really look down the line, right? But it's just different. It's just a different avenue for me. You know what I'm trying to say? I'm not going to leave battle rap and just do comedy. I've never been a person to be stuck in a box, you know what I mean? I'll do a lot of different things at once, and because I like to be very creative. Hence why I like to do compliment battles in the first place, you know what I mean? It's like writing backwards. It's not, we're all rappers. We can write a diss. I always say, like, our first rhymes were, I'm this, you're not. I'll fuck this. I'll do it. Look, it's easy for us to write battle raps. It's not easy to write like really great ones sometimes, but compliments are, it's the opposite. Unless you're just being like, oh, you're cool and you're handsome or whatever. You got to be really like creative, you know what I'm trying to say? So, yeah, I just like to test myself artistically, creatively.
And I got to say, you know, you're one of the greats. Like, you know, everybody I talk to, like, you know what I'm saying, and whoever, like, would ever want to face you, people call you out. They really, you know, appreciate what you do in this culture. Do you feel that for yourself? Like, you know what I'm saying? Of course, you know, battle rap is a sport where, you know, ego and, like, but, you know, I never really see you talk about yourself in the sense of how great you've been in this culture, how much people, you know, your accolades, you know what I'm saying? Or do you feel like you don't get enough accolades in the sense of...
I think I get too much. I mean, not too much. I think I get quite enough, man. It's an honor, man. Anytime I hear, especially my peers, like, I'm so proud of all the battle rappers, man, that are just so steady at it, and they're just killing it. Like, the new guy battling every couple of weeks, or even the vets are still at it. And I'm so proud, man. You know, I feel like, I always say, like, I feel like this is my family. These are my family. Like, if this all ended and we all went down south one time with our families and seeing each other, we would bond like crazy. Sometimes we might not at events, but like we got a history together, man. So I consider all battle rappers my fucking brothers, man. You know what I mean? My family, and it's an honor to even hear them speak like that to me, because I battle like once a year. So for them to hold me in that high regards, man, they don't know that it's mutual, man. I'm I'm a fan of all these guys, man. I really, really am, man. And I'm blown away sometimes when I watch them. I think that they're out of this world, like seriously. And then sometimes I'll be like, damn, like they think that of me too. That's crazy. I didn't even know that. You know what I mean? So Shouts to them.
When you think of you know, what you've done and like transition to URL, you are already great. Like people already looked at you as one of the best to ever do this shit. When you look at your transition to URL, how do you feel like that impacted your legendary status?
Oh, it needed to be done, man. I think that it was very important, man. It was because, you know, for the longest time it's like, yeah, Pat's good, but he can't transfer over here or whatever. He can't come over here. But most people, the rappers, they weren't saying that. It was the fans, right?
Yeah.
But when I came over to URL, it felt like I was walking into like the NBA, and I'm not saying like King of the Dot is lower. It's just that I was around all like the people I really grew up watching. You know what I mean? And like, you know, certain people that are there, a lot of celebrities and things like that. It was just, it was definitely on my checklist. You know what I'm trying to say? And I'm glad that I've had success over there. Man.
You had such a smooth transition. Like you really did. Like did you ever have a word like, man, the crowd might not fuck with me or this, that, or you just knew all you had to do was be yourself?
Like I'm so like, bro, like, you know, I said earlier in the last interview, I was like, I always push the limits from being myself. Like I was told, yo, Pat, when you come to the States, especially New York, don't do that jokey shit so much, and do not do like gay shit. What I do, battle A-verb, talk about the babies that are getting his cock sucked for a whole round, right?
Yes.
I talked about that on the other show, right? So I had this issue. I'm like, Pat, don't do it. They're not going to accept it. But if you're just 100% yourself, man, they just can't deny you. You know what I'm saying? So I knew that they would receive me well. You know, pause. But
you're not allowed to say pause either, man.
I can't. It was great, man. It was great. It was great that I was welcomed with open arms, and I feel like I would anyway. You know what I mean? I knew I would, but it's just. You know, because for a long time, like I said, people were like, "Oh man, King of the Dot, Pat over there." But
yeah,
now when I came over, man, it was straight up love. You know?
When did you know, like, man, I really could? My shit transitions across the board. When did you realize that? What battle for you, or was it the first battle out the gate?
Oh, forever. I never once thought I couldn't do it. It's not even like it's not that big of a difference from King of the Dot to URL for me.
Mm-hmm. And even RBE, you know what I'm saying?
So it's like for me, like. I'll blend in with anyone because, you know, I'm just that kind of guy, you know what I mean? So I think when my first battle with Tay-Rock on URL.
That was crazy, in London.
Yeah, and they were like telling me in the crowd, like, we came here to see you die, and like, it was crazy. And you've seen it.
Oh
like,
yeah, I remember when Tay-Rock came out, they erupted.
Lost their minds. And they were calling me out from the crowd.
The gun signs in the air. Yeah.
Oh, they went nuts. I was like, oh. So I'm not received as well as I thought, you know what I mean? So, and then they went nuts for him. Everything he said, they went nuts.
Yeah.
This is how this is gonna go. But in those situations, sorry, I spit.
Yeah, it's all good.
Yo, it's fight or flight. It's gonna make you, break you. And a lot of people are like, oh my God, I'm not barely even welcome here, man. These guys want to kill me. They hate me. And I mean, they're all for him. But that's what made me good. I'm built for that shit. So that's why I got extra aggressive. And I was like, yeah, I'm barking on him. I'm like, this is where I want to be. Bro, I don't want to be in an environment where everyone's just like, yeah, you're the best. I don't want that. Because then I'm just too smooth and too whatever. Like, you need to put me against the wall in order to see who I really am. You know
Fire.
what I mean? Really am. And that's
Fire.
what an elite battler does. I don't want to talk about myself like that. But it's like, yo, you have to act right now. It's like, oh shit, I'm just gonna crumble right now. But like, okay, well they don't like me. Well, you know, some people will even quit. They'll be like, man, fuck this. You guys don't whatever, man.
Yeah.
You're here for him, obviously.
Yeah.
Fuck that. I'm on you right now. You know what I mean? So, and it worked out. So,
I got it.